Hello friends and subscribers, welcome back to my channel. I am very surprised to be making two videos 2 days in a row, but I was scrolling through Twitter, minding my own business, and this story pops up. Check this out. Let me read this to you. The headline is, Meghan pining for Harry in LA. And then we have a picture of Meghan there, of course, holding her baby bump, and it says the pregnant Duchess did not attend the funeral. Well, you know why I think that is, and I'm going to go into that a little bit more because this article goes into the exact reasons that I think. So it says Prince Harry was charged with representing the Sussexes at the funeral, while with heavily pregnant Meghan advised against flying by her doctors. While some reports suggest the Duchess of Sussex was happy to bow out to avoid hogging attention, that's in quotes. So did she say that, or did one of her 5 friends say that? Somebody said it. Our sources say she was waiting on tenterhooks for her husband to return. She wasn't thrilled about Harry being surrounded by his family again without her, says a source. That's because she's a narcissist. I'll get into that. Meghan doesn't trust the family wouldn't draw him back into their toxic institution while she wasn't there to help him. Plus, she was super concerned about him walking behind Philip's casket, bringing back the trauma of him having to trail his own mother's procession as a boy. To say she was anxious to have Harry home in California is a massive understatement. All right, I'm going to agree with that. It is a massive understatement to say that she wants Harry home in California. She wants Harry home in California. She wants Harry never have had to go to that funeral in the first place without her. And that is another reason that I think that she was forbidden to go, is because narcs are all about control. And if he is away from her, he is out of her control. So I promise you that she is blowing up his phone, text messages, FaceTimes, all that stuff. She has to know every single thing that's going on. That conversation that he had with William and Catherine when they were walking out, he had to repeat that to her word for word, because they're all about control. And with him away from her with his family, he is not in her control. And that's the thing that narcs are afraid of the most, is losing control. So, yeah, she's worried about his family getting in his ear and telling him what she's all about. Because if he's staying with her, he still thinks that she might be decent. He still thinks he can get back what they had initially. He hasn't figured out that she has manipulated him, and has manipulated him from day one of their relationship, from the time she showed up smelling like his mama. So once he figures that out, it's going to be a whole lot easier for him to get out. William, if he has any knowledge about narcissists and how they treat their victims, I think it's going to be easier for him to forgive Harry for all the things that he's done. Because, you know, when you got that narc there in your ear all the time, I mean, they never, ever shut up. They love the sound of their own voices better than the sounds of the angels singing. The sound of their own voices is music to their ears. So they never shut up. So that meeting that Harry had with William and Charles after the funeral that supposedly lasted for a couple hours, wouldn't you have loved to have been a fly on the wall for that one? So I'm just trying to figure out what I think happened during that meeting. And it could have gone a couple different ways. Depending on if Charles and William have completely washed their hands of Harry or not. If they have figured out that Meghan is a narcissist, which in my opinion she is, I'm not a psychologist, so I'm not diagnosing her. That's my opinion based on my experience. But if they have figured that out, then they're going to try to save him. If they haven't figured it out, they're probably extremely, extremely angry with him. And now, I'm not saying just because Harry's with her that he is not responsible for his own actions. He is responsible for his own actions. The problem is that when you're with a narcissist, you don't have any time to process your thoughts. You don't have any time to process your feelings. You don't have any time to process your emotions, because your whole life has become about keeping that person happy. And just, from looking at Harry, he's always looking down in the mouth. He's looking sad. He's looking angry. He's not looking emotionally healthy to me. He's looking beaten down. And that's because of his home situation. I know exactly how it is. I can imagine it. The man does not get a moment's peace. So that meeting with Charles and William, they may have been trying to convince him, you got to get rid of this girl. She's destroying your life. She's no good. Come on home. We love you. We want you back. Or Harry begging for money, begging for security, begging to still have all the accoutrements of being a working royal without having to do any of the work. Could have been that. And Joseph Magi, when I was watching his reading the other day, and if I knew how to do links, I would link his channel below, but I honestly don't know how. But I'm going to learn, y'all. I'm going to get a new computer because YouTube has made it a serious issue to upload videos for me now. I have no technological capability, but it used to be real easy. I would record the video on my tablet. Then I would go to my YouTube channel. There was a little, picture of a video camera up there in the corner. I'd hit it, upload the video, title it, boom, it was done. Now I've got to record it on my tablet. From my tablet, airdrop it to my work computer, which is a Mac. From the Mac, take it, put it onto a thumb drive, then insert the thumb drive in my other computer because I don't want to have, my real life stuff on my work computer. So that's why, and then I just erase it immediately. And then I upload it from there, and then I have to do all that. So, the one yesterday took about 2 hours. But another way that I think it maybe could have gone was that Harry's mouth is talking, but it's Meghan's words coming out. She told him exactly what he needed to say in that meeting with his dad and brother. And the things that I can imagine her wanting to be said was more accusations, more playing the victim, and more demands of money and getting their own way, and possibly even threats. If you don't give us what we want, we're going to do another interview. They could have put that out there. But honestly, I feel for Prince Harry. He's definitely been getting it while he's been away. You might think that he had a little bit of a respite from her, but he didn't, because she's bugging the crap out of him because she has to stay in control. And that is why I think that she was forbidden to go to that funeral, because I don't think she would have let him out of her sight for long if she had the choice. When he gets home, he's going to be questioned about everything that happened. And, it's got me wondering, because originally, I thought the original plan was for him to leave like Sunday morning, and now he's talking about staying till the Queen's birthday, which is on Wednesday. And if that's happening, Meghan's going crazy because she feels like she's losing control, because I am sure that her instructions were to get on the next plane back to California as soon as he possibly could. So we will see how this plays out. It's definitely interesting, and I am going to get to work on some more fairy tales for y'all. And if you have any recommendations for a computer for me that would be real easy for me to, like put media into the videos, like with pictures and stuff like that, and record my voice on it. I use Screencast-O-Matic, sometimes for school, and that works pretty well. So I'll probably still use that because I know how to use it. But just a computer that would be easy to do that on. So anyway, it was wonderful talking to you all again tonight. And goodbye. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.